The real estate market deals with $270 trillion a year. And to start off this series into the real estate business, we need to know the 3 blockchain projects looking to reimagine the real estate world. We have LAcoin. Then we have REAL. And last but not least, we have the Atlant ICO. Now, this video is the first of a series of information that will be covering these ICOs in this subject. This video in particular is going to solely address the real estate blockchain concept as a whole. After understanding the concept, we will be moving into different projects, white papers, teams, and know how they solve the issues involved with changing the real estate industry. A percentage of investors throwing their capital together to own a percentage of a hotel, a shopping mall, or a rental property. This is revolutionary. No, wait, it isn't. This has been proposed before, and it's had a lot of negative criticism, as shown.
For literally hundreds of years, the most proven way to consistently build wealth has been through investing in real estate. Unfortunately, traditional real estate investing is difficult, intimidating, and expensive. The best deals are only offered to the super wealthy behind closed doors, helping the rich get richer and locking the rest of us out.
What's wrong with that?
Now, you have the opportunity to get in on the ground floor of an exciting new business that will change real estate investing forever. Tycoon Real Estate is a crowd investing platform that allows everyday people to invest in real estate for as little as $1,000.
I hate it. I'm out.
Wow.
I smell jail time.
Now, I know that's Mark Cuban, and a lot of people in the blockchain network aren't too wild about his beliefs in Bitcoin or Ethereum in the beginning and how long it took him to switch. But just hold up, he makes a valuable point that might help our argument later on.
So that they can't
Protect investors?
That's
The
correct.
reason I went out,
Yep.
and this is the same problem with a lot of crowdfunding-based investments, not just real estate.
Sure.
Right? When grandma hears about crowdfunding and how all these new opportunities are now available to normal Americans who want to touch and feel real estate, they put their last $1,000 in, their first $1,000. Doesn't matter how much they have left.
Yeah.
But somebody gets sick, grandma gets sick, a car breaks down, whatever it is. They need liquidity.
Yes.
They have none.
The ways that the rules are outlined is that after a year of holding a crowd-funded equity investment, you have an opportunity to be able to sell it.
Yeah, to who?
This is one of the
Exactly.
market risks.
Now, Tycoon was one of the first concepts I could find which really illustrated this whole idea of combined ownership in the real estate platform. However, Mark Cuban does make a valuable argument where he says, what happens if you want to sell out? Let's say something happens as far as medical or any other expense that might arise and you need to cash out of your share. What do you do? Now, the argument was solid, and Tycoon's response was, after a year, we'll buy you out. But it's up to their guidelines and what they determine is a good buyout number, which might not be the same as your buyout number. Now, with all that said, that leaves you a little bit iffy on the whole Tycoon idea. But it's a good thing for blockchain technology and blockchain real estate, because you can actively sell or trade your shares, just like any other altcoin or any other commodity. So that makes it very interesting because it solves the major problem Mark Cuban had with the company Tycoon. In order to dive more in depth into this concept of real estate blockchain, we really need to figure out a really fundamental question, which is the 2 different ways a real estate blockchain company can be set up. Now, in order to do this right, we're going to be looking at Airbnb. Now, Airbnb is a very interesting concept because it allows people to rent property and the funds go to Airbnb. Now, how would this work in a blockchain form? The way I would think of it is basically you're buying a house and you and a few other people are all pitching your money in to buy this house, and you're able to list it on Airbnb. And from from the money that is being made from your Airbnb listing, it gets split up with how many people you are able to invest in together. This concept is very interesting for me in particular, and I really find it enticing. Now, there is another way that this can all go. Another alternative of setting up a blockchain real estate company in my mind would be you are basically investing in this ICO, and it is getting split, and what is happening is you're having the people who own the ICO that you're investing in invest the money that you gave them. And they are acting as a real estate investment trust. Now, this is already a thing. And this is another way that real estate blockchain kind of reminds me of, which I want to dive into, is you are buying into shares of a company. And this company goes out and they make investments for you. And if they are successful on their investments, you get to reap the rewards. I have an issue with this way of thinking because I would rather be the one making the investment. And with this option, if you are not really savvy in investing and you don't want to put in the research, this might be for you, because you could find people who have made a few properties before and have done good, and basically they could be the ones running this REIT. But like I said, I think it's more important to learn investing. So I personally would be looking at one where I get to pick the exact property I want, and I can figure out why I want it, and it would help grow my own personal portfolio rather than having somebody else do it for me. One way I can see blockchain affecting the real estate industry is through the realtor's fees. Now, here in the US, it is typical to pay 6 or more percent in realtor fees. Now, this is ridiculous, because if you're dealing with a large property, you're talking about $20,000 or $10,000 on your house whenever you try to sell it. Or, a bigger property, you're talking about more money. Now, what if blockchain was able to get information out faster, and if they were able to cut down the realtor's fee, and they were able to set up a place where you could sell your house directly to another person, where all of the paperwork happened in an instant through the different blockchain network, and you're able to have your name, and all the other stuff get transferred securely in a matter of seconds, so you can start moving. I really think that blockchain has a lot of opportunity to tackle this industry. My biggest issue with these blockchain tech startups is that they think really big. And don't get me wrong, it's good to think big long term, but you need to look for projects that are solving one problem. Now, I illustrated this whole video to basically show you the 3 different outcomes I see a business going. We got Airbnb rentals and renting out, which I explained. Then we have a REIT, or a real estate investment trust. And last but not least, we have somebody looking to solve the real estate percentage problem and destroying the real estate market. Every Wednesday, we are going to be diving into the white papers, the CEO, the team, their market cap, and that question in particular, because our first segment is going to be blockchain in the real estate market. And I would love to talk with somebody from each of these ICO's team. And if you would love to see that, please send them this video or tell them to have an interview with me. Because at the end of the day, if they want to be successful, they need to let the public know what they're doing. And I'll ask these questions and many more to get the answers we need to invest, if we want to, in this project. I started a Telegram where I am letting you all know when I'm posting videos, and I'm putting out information on some of the trades or events I am actually looking at. So please join that. And if you haven't yet subscribed, we would love to have you. Join our Crypto Potluck community. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where we all work together to bring our investments to the moon. As always, you are your own investor.
Damn.